The leaders' debate carried for tomorrow night has been called off. We learned this just before the newscast, and we have with us on the line now Ronald Harford from the Debates Commission to provide further clarification on this decision by the Debates Commission. Mr. Harford?
Good evening, everyone. At 7:02 this evening, the Trinidad and Tobago Debates Commission issued the following release. The Trinidad and Tobago Debates Commission has decided that there will be no leaders' debate on Tuesday, 15th of October. It is unfortunate that Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar has chosen to delegate her responsibility to take part in the leaders' debate as the leader of the People's Partnership. Mrs. Kamala Bissessar did email the TTDC identifying Mr. Prakash Ramadar as a representative for the People's Partnership. The TTDC responded to Mrs. Persad-Bissessar 8th of May email correspondence via email stating that this second debate is a leaders' debate, i.e. only the leader of the People's Partnership qualifies to debate. No substitutes are permitted, as we have to ensure that we treat all parties equally and abide by the same rules. No decision was forthcoming from Mrs. Persad-Bissessar thereafter until the public release on October the 13th by the Office of the Prime Minister on the subject. The TTDC wishes to advise that our decision to cancel the leaders' debate is in no way influenced by the Chamber or other members of the business community. The TTDC made this decision based on our own established rules for the leaders' debate, which was communicated in no uncertain terms to the parties. We must be able to stand by our rules as we represent the public interest. The public expected that there would have been a debate with the leaders. We are therefore indeed surprised at this unique interpretation of the rules in spite of the frequent communication I mentioned above. It is a sad day for democracy in Trinidad and Tobago when the efforts to have open and independent debate among the leaders of the political parties stroke coalition are thwarted by the action of one group. We respectfully refer Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar to her letter on May the 12th, 2010, to the Debates Commission as then leader of the opposition UNC, from which we quote, "Hopefully, in the future, whenever a leader puts the nation's interests ahead of his or her own, the country will finally have the benefit of a national leadership debate." And that's the end of our release.
Now, Mr. Harford, will there be any penalties for this one group that you said would have backed out?
I didn't hear you.
Would there be any penalties for this group, for this party, for the People's Partnership?
No, there's no penalties in this matter. This here requires the cooperation of all the political bodies to be able to stand up in public and to be able to stand scrutiny for their views and the policies in which they intend to implement.
Mr. Harford, was it an option to have those leaders who agreed to enter the debate from the MSJ and the PNM battle it out alone?
Well, we intended to have a debate of 4 persons, right? And as we communicated to you earlier on, the PNM will only debate if Kamala was there. If she was not there, it had to be recognized very clearly at the debate, right? And if Jack Warner was there, right?